Hey, what's up, nerds? This is Mark Endres, New Jersey and Pennsylvania Realtor, coming at you live and local today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Here are 5 tips for first-time home buyers. Now look, when it comes to buying your first home, it's a very emotional experience. It's something that you want to basically quantify every possible outcome for. And it's something that you're very nervous about. And us, realtors, we understand that. Well, good realtors do, right? So I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips today when you're purchasing your first home. Just some kind of guidelines, stuff to, look out for, stuff to do, stuff to not do. So nothing too crazy. This video won't be very long. It'll be very basic and simple. But at the end, I'll give you my contact information so that if you want to have a realtor who cares and is very knowledgeable about things, well, you're looking right at him. I'm wearing the yellow suit because I'm the gold standard. Tip number 1. Now, this one might seem a little bit obvious, but for those that don't know, the first step to buying a home is getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Now, what is a pre-approval? View a pre-approval almost as your license to go and view properties with your realtor, right? So a pre-approval comes from a lender and it says, hey, here's a certain amount of money that we're able to lend you. Let's say, for the sake of the video, $350,000. The lender says, hey, I could lend you up to 350 grand. Your realtor will say, okay, let's look at houses within that price range, anywhere from 0 to 350. Now, here's a quick tip. You don't want to max out your pre-approval. If you have a pre-approval of $350,000, try to stay around $320,000 to $315,000, anywhere around there, because the last thing you want to do is get to the closing table and realize, oh my goodness, the taxes are going to put us over that. This is all stuff you have to watch out for, but that's for a different video. The first step to purchasing a home is getting pre-approved. You really shouldn't be looking at properties without a pre-approval because there's no way to buy them. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste realtors' time. You don't want to waste anybody's time involved in a transaction. Don't waste your time. Get pre-approved, then go look at the properties. Then the sky's the limit. Tip number 2, try to avoid emotional decisions. Now look, like I said before, there's emotions involved with real estate. It is completely unavoidable, and we get that, right? But what I'm saying about emotional decisions is don't walk into the first house you see and go, wow, look at these vaulted ceilings. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this, look at that. I want this one. You should at least tour 5 to 6 different properties before making your decision. Maybe you're somebody who knows what you want. Hey, I'm not going to hate on it. I feel you. I'm the same way. You want to make sure that you're making a sound decision. You want to make sure that your emotions are not dictating your decision making. And here's kind of a follow-up to that, right? You know how you're not meant to make decisions in anger? Well, nobody ever talks about don't make decisions in utter joy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because some people, they see one thing, they're very happy about it, they're pleased with what they see, but when push comes to shove, when it comes time to close, you come back for the walkthrough and you're like, damn, this really ain't it. So you want to avoid that kind of thing, because it's not good for you. It's a waste of your time. Tip number 3, before you make a decision on a home, let's say you got pre-approved, you checked out a couple of properties, you found a winner, you're going to go under contract. Before you do that, right, before you really finalize the decision, take a look at the area, right? Go on Google Maps, or if you're going to go for the physical showing, drive around. Take the time to drive around and see if that's an area that you like and that fits your needs. Not every area is good for every type of person. You understand what I'm saying? Take a look at the schools, take a look at the food, take a look at the supermarkets, take a look at the gas stations, look at everything. But don't look at too much, because what happens when you start looking at too much is you get analysis paralysis. And then you can't make a decision.
Now you just can't leave.
Here's a little tale for you. Now, I once had a property under contract. It was a mobile home, which was purchased what's known as sight unseen. For those that don't know, sight unseen means that somebody is purchasing a house that they actually haven't seen yet and that they haven't gone to a showing for. Now, what was going on is, my client, they're an American citizen, but they hold a dual citizenship with another country. Now, they were in that other country. I was doing, the video showings and all that. Everything looks good. Everything's chilling. But when push comes to shove, when they, came here to America, specifically New Jersey, and we were actually able to tour the property properly in person. They took one look at the area and they went, well, this ain't it. Meanwhile, we'd already gotten them pre-approved. We'd already submitted an offer, got the offer accepted, scheduled inspections, all of that stuff, right? So it came down to the area. And this is kind of another little mini tip within this tip. Don't buy sight unseen. You know what I'm saying? And if you really must, like if you're going to do it anyway, go on Google Maps, check the area out, do all your due diligence, okay? Because the last thing that you want is to get to a point where you're damn near closing and you make a decision, you go, damn, yeah, this really isn't it. Tip number 4, do not be afraid to ask questions to your realtor or your mortgage person or whoever, anybody involved in the transaction. Do not be afraid to ask questions. We welcome it, we want it, we want you to understand everything. And anybody that tries to force you into a deal, anybody that doesn't want to answer your questions, they don't answer the phone or anything like that, guess what? They don't have your best interest at heart. You know what they have at heart? Their wallet. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Money comes and goes, okay? And we all have a time to leave this earth. Money's not coming with us. I got news for you. So if you detect that somebody is only out for their wallet, get them away from you. It's okay. They might be insulted. Doesn't matter. Okay, at the end of the day, us realtors, we owe what's called a fiduciary duty to our clients. And in that fiduciary duty involves respect, trust, honesty, accountability, all of that stuff. Greed does not have a place in it. Yes, this is our job. Don't get me wrong. Look, hey, we go to work for a reason, right? But making money in this business is a byproduct of helping people find their dream home or sell the home that they're in. Or if you're working with an investor, whatever, any part of real estate, the overarching goal really should be to help the person that you're dealing with. And the reason that you come to people like us is because you trust in our decision making and you trust that we know what we're talking about and we have your best interest at heart. Unfortunately, in this business, there's been a lot of bad actors. In a lot of sales businesses, there's been a lot of bad actors, right? And it's soured the taste of the public. And really, I don't blame them. I mean, if scams are on the rise like that, you can't fault people for being in defense mode. Anyway, don't let me get too off topic here. Ask all the questions you want because it's imperative that you have a very good, well-rounded understanding of every part of the transaction from opening, middle, closing, and beyond. Because it can be very easy to get emotional. It can be very easy to get lost in the sauce and you're like, oh my God, your head will be I'm telling you, look, with real estate, buying a house, your head's gonna be spinning. I promise you that, okay? I won't lie to you, you know this. Do not be afraid to ask questions. It's okay. Even if you're an introvert, listen to me, I'm telling you, it's okay. And again, look, if you like what I'm saying to you, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm gonna put my contact information right here, right there. And if you would like to use me as your realtor, I would be honored to help you. If that's something you want to do, here it is. Anyway, moving on. Tip number 5, when you go under contract on a property, do not, listen to me, do not, under any circumstance, skip the inspection. I don't give a shit if it kills the deal. Do not skip the inspection, all right? The inspection costs about $300 to $500. $300 to $500 can save you tens of thousands of dollars in the future, right? Lips are dry as hell. If you skip the inspection, here's what ends up happening. Now, look, there's a chance that everything really could just be fine. If you skip the inspection, it's not gonna set the house on fire. You might be fine, but guess what? What happens when you're not? What happens if you skip the inspection and it comes up, well, oh my God, there's mold in the roof, there's water damage over here, there's an active leak over there, we got termites eating the building as we speak right now. Here's a tale for you. I had a client once who was insistent upon skipping the inspection because it meant that we could close the deal. Instances where, someone might skip an inspection is if they want the deal to close faster, if the seller just wants a quick close, they don't want any nonsense, as they call it. You know what I'm saying, that people will be motivated to skip it. Anyway, so my guy goes, look, we're gonna skip the inspection. I said, dude, look, are you sure you wanna do that? Because here's what could happen. He went, yeah. And I was like, are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
He was like, yes. I was like, okay. So we did it, and what ends up happening is I go down the basement during the final walkthrough with him, and the termites are down there having a freaking rave. Those termites were like termites in the basement. Okay, now you understand when you're in the basement, usually you look up and you'll see the floor joist like this coming across. Guess what? They were getting eaten. The floor joist just became dinner. That's one of many reasons why you do not skip the inspection. Like I said, I don't care if it kills the deal, okay? Because chances are if it kills the deal, it wasn't meant for you anyway. Folks, my name is Mark Endres. I'm a licensed New Jersey and Pennsylvania realtor. If you're buying or selling, you're an investor, whatever it is you're doing in real estate, you can give me a call at any time at my cell phone, which is 609-315-3500, or send me an email at markendres@kw.com. That's MarkEndres@kw.com. I'm with Keller Williams Realty, and thank you so much for watching. Oh, also, here's my contact info on the screen, right here, in case you couldn't see it. No, like it's on the screen. The screen. No, the screen.